Okay, boys and girls, what we're going to do today is we are going to do our brain checkup for the lesson we've been working on in science. So I need you to get out your science book and open it to page 111. Now, the page is going to look like this completely with the crossword. I'm not going to really stress the crossword. I'm going to focus on this here, okay? And we're going to do it together using the words. So as I touch the words, of course you need to pause because you haven't got your book out to page 111. Pause. We're going to read these words. I'll say them out loud and I want you to repeat them after me. Metamorphosis, egg, larva, reproduce, tadpole, adult, pupa, gills, life. Okay, so bear with me as I get my camera back down to a position. Okay, so the numbers are kind of wonky. You notice it goes 4, 6, 8, 9, 1, because that would be using the crossword, but I'm not going to worry about that. So just follow along. A ladybug egg hatches and a blank comes out. So I know you're thinking, yeah, a ladybug comes out, but what do we call that baby ladybug phase? That's a larva. So I'm going to write the word larva on the line. Then I'm going to come down to my word box. I'm going to put cross off larva since I already used it. Number 6. Through blank, a tadpole becomes an adult frog. You know what? I don't know that one off the top of my head. So I'm going to circle it and come back to it. And that's okay. Number 8. During complete metamorphosis, a larva becomes a... So if I go back to the page on ladybugs, where I talked about the life cycle, and I went, okay, I have eggs, larva, and then, oh, that's the pupa. Notice the P goes underneath the line down to like the worm line. I'm going to go down here and cross off the word pupa. Okay. Number 9. A blank cycle includes many stages of an organism's life. This word, organism, is an adult way of saying a living thing, okay? A blank cycle. Oh, this whole lesson is about life cycles. So I'm going to write the word life here. I'm going to cross it off at the bottom. So I'm going to kind of, and again, if I'm ever going too fast, pause the video. You have that option here. You can see down here, I'm crossing off the ones that we've used, okay? Because now I have less choices for here, okay? It could be metamorphosis, egg, reproduce, tadpole, adult, or gills. Please don't fall. Okay. Number 1. After the pupa stage, a ladybug is an, okay, so I go back to my life cycle, I think. Eggs, larva, pupa. Oh, adult. If you look at this N here with N, that gives me a hint. It tells me that the word that follows it is going to start with a vowel sound. Cross off adult. See this next one, a blank, that tells me that the word that follows it is going to start with a consonant sound. A blank is an immature form of a frog. Immature means not fully grown. So what do I call a not fully grown frog? Oh, I could go back to my science book pages on that. I look down here, metamorphosis, egg, reproduce, tadpole, gills. A tadpole, yes. Cross off tadpole. Going to write it in here. Okay. Most birds and reptiles blank by laying eggs. Metamorphosis, egg, reproduce, gills. Now, I wouldn't say most birds and reptiles egg by laying eggs. That makes no sense. You know what? I'm going to circle this one too. Blank allow a tadpole to breathe underwater. So I think, tadpole underwater, it's like a fish. How does a fish breathe? Metamorphosis, egg, reproduce. Gills. They reproduce by gills. And since this is the first word of the sentence, I'm going to give it a capital G, even though that's not the world's best capital G. Okay, I crossed it off. So now I'm down to 3 choices. Birds lay an blank as part of their life cycle. See again, that "an" tells me the word that follows it is going to begin with a vowel sound. Birds lay an metamorphosis, egg, or reproduce. Only one of them begins with a vowel sound, so I try it. Birds lay an egg as a part of their life cycle. Yeah, they do that. So I'm going to write egg. Notice that my G's go down underneath that line. Okay. I have 2 words left. I'm going to show you. I have metamorphosis and reproduce. So now I only have 2 words. I can go back to my 2 choices and see. Try them both maybe in that sentence. Through blank, so through metamorphosis, a tadpole becomes an adult frog. Through reproduce, a tadpole becomes an adult frog. One of those is a stronger choice. Do you know which one it is? If you said metamorphosis, and sometimes when I'm writing a big word, I'll put my finger near it so I'm copying it correctly. I don't remember, this isn't spelling, a spelling test or anything, but you can use your resources to help you. Now I have 1 word left, and it's reproduce. And I don't, if I come down to having just 1 word left, I don't just go, oh, that's got to be the answer. I try it in the sentence first. Most birds and reptiles reproduce by laying eggs. Oh, to reproduce, to make more. Yes, that does fit. Again, taking that P down. And there you go. For your assignment today, you're going to work on page 112. Okay, again, pause the video if you need to. Okay. Right. What you're going to do is there are different life cycles. Show the life cycle for each animal below. You may draw or write your answers in the box provided. Okay, so you have to figure out what goes here. What? You have a chick, a hen. A chick, then a hen. Okay. So, it's a bird's life cycle. I'm actually going to start this one for you. Okay? And, well, go over the vocabulary. Eggs, something, grasshopper. Now, between eggs and grasshopper, there is a stage of life. Okay? It does not go through a complete metamorphosis. It goes through an incomplete metamorphosis. And you could go back, I believe it's page 108 and 109, and you can find this life cycle. I'm actually going to double check the pages. You know how I do that? I actually open my science book. Oh, okay, 106, 107. Okay? And you can go back throughout this thing, this lesson, and find it. So between eggs and adulthood and a grasshopper, I have the nymph stage where that PH says and then I would draw a picture of what a nymph would look like. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I by no means am the world's greatest artist. All I ask is that you try your best. Then I want you to have your grown-up take a picture of this and send it to me. What's really helpful to me is if you write your name at the top right here. Okay? Because a lot of times if your grown-up emails it to me, Sometimes your name doesn't match your grown-up's name, like last name or whatever. I don't know who everybody's grown-up is yet. So if you put your name here, it's very helpful. Okay, and then next, on Friday, we'll have a Mystery Doug. And then next week, we'll start talking about the life cycle of a plant. Great job today, boys and girls.